Alrighty, we are live streaming. We're live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, all over the place. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you've just joined us, type in exactly where you're watching us from, whether you're watching us on social media or here in the Zoom room. And we're going to put a quick timer on, which is your opportunity to check if your guests are here, and then we'll get started. Alrighty, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, no matter where you're watching us from today. We are live streaming on YouTube and Facebook and here in the Zoom room. Plus, some people will be watching this presentation as a playback in the future. So with that in mind, if you're watching us live and or on the playback, type in where you're watching us from in the chat. We'd love to see that. And for those of people who don't speak fluent English, we do have closed captions live here in the Zoom room during the presentation. You can select them at the bottom of the screen if you want to read along. And if you're watching on YouTube, in about 48 hours after the event, you'll have captions there as well. With that in mind, today you're very blessed. You have a beautiful friend of mine who was originally from Hawaii, now in Florida, both beautiful, warm climates. And that is Jean Grosso. She's one of the key leaders in our professional reseller program worldwide and one of our diamonds. So with that in mind, I'll hand the presentation to you, Jean.
Well, thank you, Michael, and welcome everyone to the presentation and for taking the time out of your day to spend with us. I feel very honored to be here with you all today. I've spent 30 years in natural health and aesthetics, and what I'm about to bring to you is what I believe to be the biggest breakthrough that I've ever seen in my career in health and wellness and skincare. So, who is Neumi? Neumi, we are the trailblazers, the innovators. We're dedicated to revolutionizing health and wellness through our cutting edge wellness technology, which is called Hydrostat Molecular Encapsulation Delivery System. Now, the long-standing problem in nutritional supplementation has been absorption. Since supplementation has come out, this has been a long-standing issue. And something happened here with my screen. One moment. Okay. So studies are showing that up to 90% of oral supplementations are not fully absorbed in the body. And this means that only a fraction of the nutrients actually get into the cells where they're needed. So the solution that we have is called hydrostat molecular encapsulation. And our proprietary process has literally set us apart from delivery high quality ingredients that embody our commitment to excellence. Okay, so we have three unique factors, differences in our delivery method. And for one, the first thing that we do is we reduce the particle size under 10 nanometers. And this is really important because, as you can see, the human cell is 100 nanometers in diameter, but the pore size is only 10. So by reducing the particle size this small, that means that the cells can absorb everything that they touch. And that actually increases the surface area up to 200 times greater than if they were not nano-sized in this manner. So the real secret to our technology is in the water. We have restructured the water and we have purified it over 40% more than hospital IV. So basically, this is what's happening is this is going directly into the cytoplasm and the cell membrane. And this has never been achieved in history before. So now that we're able to get these ingredients into the cells, let's talk about the most important molecule needed for cellular protection and detoxification, and that is glutathione. And glutathione is actually our body's master antioxidant. Glutathione is the protector and detoxifier of the cell, and we have trillions of cells in our body. It's the key to life, health, performance, protection, and longevity of every human cell. Glutathione also recycles itself and increases the effectiveness of other antioxidants such as vitamin C and vitamin D. So, glutathione is also one of the most studied molecules in medicinal science and microbiology, currently with over 202,000 studies on PubMed.gov, compared to vitamin C with about 82,000 studies. So, here's what some of the doctors have to say about glutathione. Dr. Oz, and he says it's the most powerful antioxidant that you have never heard of. It's one of the keys to fighting off the diseases that you fear the most. It's called glutathione. Now, write it down because it's critically important. Dr. David Katz, the director of Yale University's Prevention Research Center, says if you're chronically run down, if you're chronically fatigued, if your body isn't firing on all cylinders, low glutathione may be part of it, both cause and effect. So glutathione, here's what happens as your body ages. The glutathione levels decrease the longer that you're alive. At the age of 20, it peaks and then it starts depleting about 10 to 15% per decade. So continuous attacks on your cells by this invasion of toxins, heavy metals, exposure to radiation, and free radicals cause damage and expedite the aging process. And glutathione levels are also reduced by any trauma to the cells such as injuries, infections, and disease. And as you can see, at about the age of 60, you have literally lost over half your glutathione levels while the oxidative stress keeps increasing. It's almost a direct mirror. And that's been a big problem about glutathione. So the glutathione has a number of benefits. As a matter of fact, it has over 400 known functions of glutathione, with 15 being critical for all life on Earth. And here's some signs that you have low glutathione levels. When you have a weakened immune system, physical and mental fatigue, muscle weakness and aches, inflammation, premature aging and disease, dull or dry skin, gray hair or balding, brain fog, headaches, digestive issues, allergies, and weight gain. And so by upregulating the glutathione, these are what you can these are the benefits. This is what you're going to see or feel in time. Some people see it faster than others. You're going to get a boosted immune function. You're going to get sustained mental and physical energy, and you're going to get optimal athletic performance. This is literally the secret to performance and recovery for athletes. Balance the inflammation, delaying the aging and disease, healthy and radiant skin, and decrease graying and balding, balanced digestion, reduced allergic reactions, and weight management, all from upregulating glutathione. So let's take a look at Hydrostat, our product breakdown. So FDA disclaimer, these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure, prevent any diseases. This is a nutraceutical. The problem with glutathione decreases with age and environment, leaving no practical way to get it into the cells. So what we have is our flagship product, and this is the product that we hope to see in every single household in the world. And this is the vision of our company. It's called NutraSwish. We use a proprietary hydrostat technology, and Neumi has nanosized our key ingredients, glutathione, L-cysteine, curcumin, and vitamin C, to become the bioavailable within seconds just by swishing in your mouth for 30 seconds or more and swallowing it. And then you can experience these benefits: immune system, joint support, clean and sustained energy, and rapid recovery, just to name a few. Now, the problem in skincare, and being a former esthetician of 30 years, the skincare products on the market rarely get past the first layer of skin, resulting in the need for many products. Skincare is also very complex, ineffective, and expensive, also containing harmful ingredients. So our solution is Neumi Skin. We use hydrostat technology, and we have nanosized glutathione, hyaluronic acid, collagen and essential amino acids in addition to L-cysteine and curcumin so that you can nourish your skin at the deepest levels through every layer of your skin. It goes in, it helps reduce pore size. It smooths out the skin texture. It lifts and firms, it brightens and evens the skin tone. It reduces fine lines and wrinkles, fights skin aging, pollutants, and it just is amazing product. Plus, it's very refreshing. And you can do this before when you wake up, before you go to bed, and through over makeup. So we have another issue on the market, a problem to find clean solution for energy and focus. People often try to resolve low energy and lack of focus with harmful stimulants like coffee and energy drinks. And our solution is called Neuro. Now, this is definitely a brain changer. This has 14 nano-sized ingredients, including arginine, magnesium gluconate, L-theanine, caffeine from green tea, and other nutrients that benefit. And the first thing I noticed when taking this was memory and cognition. So it definitely helps with that. Improves the mood, increases focus, rapid energy, and heightened cognitive performance. And I can testify to that one. Now, we have another problem in today's environment. We have increasing negative effects on women's health and hormone balance. So we have another product called HERS. And this is a problem that we have solved. The inconveniences of cycles and hormone changes can bring into life, experience rapid results through our hydrostat technology. Every ingredient in our botanical formula was carefully selected to create a well-rounded blend of benefits, including, and this I can testify as well to, uh, okay. It helps alleviate bloating and cramps and PMS, supports healthy hormone function, and that's a very big deal. It helps with hot flashes and night sweats, and it enhances mood and overall well-being. Now, there's another problem that we have healthy hair and scalp, and that can sometimes be elusive due to issues like dryness and dandruff and thinning, often caused by environmental factors, hormonal changes, or improper care. Okay, so our solution is called Neumi Hair, and this is a spray, and has 17 nano-sized ingredients in this, including copper peptides. And this was specifically designed for hair strengthening, scalp health, moisture and smoothness, heat protection, and increased hair density. Now, here's the best part, the testimonies. Now, Bill Gillespie, he was a former strength and conditioning coach of the Seattle Seahawks and Liberty University, but he's also a amateur power lifter, and he is a world record holder. And at age 62, look at what he did with just one product, just incorporating the NutraSwiss, using another glutathione product. He broke a world record at age 49 and at 804 pounds, and he got Neumi on our Neumi product at age 62. He hit a world record of 1,129 pounds. This is huge. Ask any power lifter if a 62-year-old can lift better than that, even in their 40s. That's the size of a grand piano. Then we have Lachlan from Melbourne, Australia, a 24-year-old powerlifting athlete, personal trainer, and gym manager. And he says on week 3, training recovery has been amazing, coming into each session fresh with no soreness from previous weekly sessions, already hitting personal bests months in and months out from competition. And week 4, using Swish around his training, as well as post-training sessions, even more personal bests, and hitting 270 kilograms for 2 reps deadlift for the first time ever. And now Danae from Louisiana, I love this testimony, 34-year-old homeschooling mother of 3. As soon as she started using the NutraSwish on day 1, she immediately found that she had more energy. And then also prior to using the HERS product, every month I would have mood swings, bloating, and breast tenderness. However, since I've been using it, I found that I don't have any PMS symptoms at all, which is very big. And then there's me. There's on the the feedback on the neuro. And, I said neuro is noticeable cognition, focus, clarity, memory, and energy, boosting, get a ton of stuff done, swish that I'll never go a day without. I use this product 2 to 3 times a day. And anyone that knows me knows that I have a severe attention span and memory deficit. So this is over and above the incredible benefits from NutraSwish alone, which also help me with those things. So, and then we have Keith from Louisiana. I love this testimony. 61-year-old, self-employed, and suffering from almost a year with severe discomfort in his neck and shoulder from an injury. Just 48 hours after beginning NutraSwish, he realized that he had slept through the night and for the first time in a year, and was eventually completely without discomfort and able to return to his body weight, exercise routine, feel stronger than ever. So Elaine from South Australia, she swears she didn't lose weight during 30-day period. However, look at the impact of reducing puffiness in her face and her neck in just 4 weeks, and even the pore size. And then we have Linda from Indonesia, and she said before using Neumi Skin, it was dull and rough, but just after 17 days, we can see her skin became bright and clear. She also reported feeling stronger and more enthusiastic and slept deeper. And then we have this woman in her 80s from Nigeria. She sprayed her face in with Neumi Skin 3 to 4 times a day. And in 4 weeks, look at her skin tone. It's much more even too. And this one is amazing. This is Donna from Texas, and she was overjoyed with the results of Neumi Skin in just 8 weeks. And notice her neck and around her lips. And then Sherry from Indiana. She was one of the very first people to use the Neumi Skin. And this is her before and after pictures. And now after 6 years. And wouldn't you agree that she looks much younger? Now, some hair testimonies that are absolutely mind blowing with just a couple sprays a day. Rick from Utah is so happy that he's been invited to participate in the trial group of this product. And this is his results in 1 month. And then we have Jamie from Louisiana. And after Neumi using Neumi hair for 5 months, she's finally able to wear her hair shoulder length and put it up in a ponytail. Okay, and then we have Sherry, and after all this time, after years of amazing results with Neumi Skin, and had high expectations for the hair, and look at her hair now, and that's in 9 months' time. So we do have official Neumi New You on Facebook group that I invite everybody to take a look. But here is our vision. Our founder, Stephen K. Scott, is the visionary behind this. Scott spent his entire life searching for breakthrough products, purchasing the rights to these products, and marketing them on TV. And over the years, Steve has generated billions of dollars in revenue. And Steve was ready to retire when he found what he calls the biggest breakthrough of his entire life, which is why we launched Neumi to share this technology with the world. Now, our president and CEO, Aaron Rennert, says my aim is to ensure that Neumi is the most field-driven and responsive company within the industry. And we have a science and medical advisory board that consists of 21 doctors and scientists from top universities around the world. I highly recommend that you go to Neumi.com's website and look at their bios. Okay, so now, why a home-based business? Well, this is why, because it's led by our field-based approach. We empower a team of partners and drive meaningful impact grounded in unwavering principles of integrity, transparency, and customer focus. And the home-based business is 207 billion in sales in just 2025, up 6.2% since 2024. 180 million people are involved and growing fast in this industry. And our statistics, we are open now in over 74 countries in 4 years with over 250,000 members worldwide. And we have an unparalleled compensation plan with benefits. So the opportunity to leverage the power of hydrostat. We have zero membership fees. We have free membership perks, members wholesale pricing, free business building tools, industry training, and marketing assets. We have 3 ways to earn weekly commissions paid up onto 7 generations, and we have 4 ways to earn monthly commissions paid on all generations to infinity. So at this point in the presentation, the leverage is the power here. We get a quick return on investment, we get residual income, and we build our legacy asset. So where are you? You have 3 options to get started. You're excited, you're ready to get started now. You want to try the products, reach out to the person who invited you to this presentation, or you need some more information.